Redick, also known as Mr. Orange Power, is the man who leads this chant. Although he isn't the creator of the tune, Redick is responsible for revitalizing it. The chant began on September 20th, 1975, when the Cowboys hosted number 16 Arkansas. To combat pig suey from Razorback fans, the Cowboy faithful created a rebuttal, shouting two words, Orange Power. Thus, a tradition was born, and the chant became a commonality. However, when Redick returned to his alma mater, he found that the strong and powerful custom was no longer present. As a season ticket holder starting in 1997, he loved yelling Orange to get pumped up during games. In March of 1999, Redick and his wife Christy sat in the upper deck of Kemper Arena in Kansas City, watching the Cowboys play in the Big 12 tournament. Following a free throw versus Baylor in the first round, Christy told her husband to get others to join in for Orange Power. After getting both sections to agree, Redick stood on the balcony that separated them and began leading the chant with only his hands. Up until the loss to Kansas in the championship game, Orange Power could be heard throughout the arena during all 4 days when OSU played. Less than 2 months later, the Redicks moved to Swan Lake, located in Tulsa. In the basement of the house, they found a bright orange suit that the previous resident left behind. So, with the tradition revitalized and a symbol of America's brightest orange, it was time for Stillwater to get loud. Redick, ready to begin his new persona, let what was then still Lewis Field in Orange Power during the 1999 season opener against Louisiana Lafayette. For the last 18 years, Cowboy fans have continued to get behind Mr. Orange Power in creating a fierce and hostile environment for opponents. In fact, Redick created his own strategy of when to start it.
If we can get Orange Power going on a second and long, we can convert that into a third and long, the crowd takes over, and we get the ball back. That's the goal.
Football games aren't the only things that have changed. He himself has now become a city icon. From being on an Eskimo Joe's t-shirt to appearing on game day, this superfan has enjoyed all the attention and memories made along the way. Someone even carved a pumpkin of him for Halloween. At home games, you'll find Mr. Orange Power here, front row, near the 40-yard line. Along with Orange, he also likes to write big game trends, including this one last Saturday regarding Ben Grogan's attempt to surpass Dan Bailey to be the school's all-time leading scorer, currently set at 370. He is currently on his third suit. Each have lasted about 5 years. His sixth and most recent sign is actually a gift from a woman in Dallas named Susan Slater. The rhinestone poster has been used the last 4 years and is the first that Redick hasn't made himself. In his home in Edmond, he has framed the ticket stubs associated with each previous sign on his wall. Mr. Orange Power even has a surprise for you Cowboy fans regarding the homecoming game versus West Virginia on October 29th.
For homecoming, I'm going all retro. The original suit, boots, the Orange Power spurs, the hat with all the pins, the beads, everything.
On game days, look for Redick in section 117 so you can help get Boone Pickens Stadium rockin'. For the Poke Report, I'm Tyler Segerman.